think it's probably a good idea every so often to do a morning non-pumped check, just as a little bit of a baseline. Because I mean, of course, like I find epic lighting or whatever, plus being pumped up in the gym, you really do look fucking a couple steps freakier than your baseline build. So I think it's always a good idea to see how you look in the morning, no food in your stomach, just it's your fucking baseline build. It'll kind of give you a little bit of a, well, let's just say this. I mean, you got to realize and internalize the fact that, like, in the morning, fasted, no fancy lighting, whatever, that's how you really look. Like, that's your build. I'm not saying that to be mean or whatever, but if you can actually get grounded in reality and understand that, then I think it'll give you a better chance to not be so prone to, self-image issues, body dysmorphia style, right? Because some dude who maybe doesn't necessarily have such a firm grasp on that reality, he can kind of internalize how he looks as his pumped up state. So him pumped up, if that's his normal, and he considers that to be normal, he considers that to be his baseline, then in any other circumstance, so for him, pumped up, perfect lighting, veiny as all hell, that's his baseline. So if that's what he considers his baseline in his fucking mind, then when he sees himself without a pump, he's gonna be like, oh man, boo, and it's just foolish. Hard sets of leg extensions, a pretty good set of squats. Honestly, I could have done some more. What are you gonna do? They're not all gonna be absolutely baller sessions, but it should be your obligation to yourself to try to make them all as good as possible. Every lift isn't gonna be perfect. Every lift isn't gonna be one where you're perfectly rested, hydrated, and fed. So if, let's say, this is the scale of, perfect, you don't even think you could have a better lift than that one, and this is, what the fuck, right? That's the scale. Then over the course of weeks, months, years, but, day by day, it's going to be an up and down kind of thing, right? But as long as your average is in the green, and more often than not, you manage to, for one thing, go hard regardless of your circumstance coming into the gym, but also, if you're a lifter outside of the gym, if anything, more so than you are a lifter in the gym. If you want to make legit progress, of course, because, the gym, that's an hour and a half max. It's fun. You get to go in there, chill, go hard. Okay, not chill, what am I saying? You can chill after your workout's done, but you go in there, go hard, and that's what? 10, not even 10, like 8% of your day. Dieting and making sure you get a good night's rest. Plus you have to get your cardio going, getting your diet down, meals, everything else. That's the other fucking 90% of your day. Come up with something better, but at the end of the day, I feel like if it works, it works. And that applies to all aspects of everything. So, holy cow, 1 million, holy shit. Standard leg day is normal. No, that's fucking badass. Don't think I take it for granted, but I mean, kind of fitting my philosophy, it's nothing special, man. It's just another day to get in the gym and lift. So, solid leg day. Quads have been stimulated. Hamstrings have been obliterated. And I gotta get home and eat some food so I can be satiated. Once you actually get into tracking your macros and all this stuff, right? Once you start tracking it and you actually can see that, the amount and the types of foods that you eat will have a direct correlation with, what your body is composed of in terms of fats, in terms of gaining protein, muscle. Once you take the red pill, there's no going back. You're locked in. No one that I have ever talked to, and I may be biased because I probably only talk to lifters, but whatever. No one that I have ever talked to has started counting their macros, done it for a consistent period of time, and then said, this is stupid. This is dumb. I don't want to do this anymore. That has never freaking happened in my experience. Oh, I don't want to worry about what I eat, you know. I just want to go to the gym, you know. Maybe I'll have a protein shake every so often. That's the blue pill, man. You're staying in the matrix, you know. I just want you to think about that, right? You're Neo, and I'm Morpheus. I'm just presenting you the opportunity to take a serious look into the real world. All right, enough of these Matrix references. Let's cut to Kroger and see what I'm gonna eat for the next meal. So Friday night, Halloween weekend, I foresee that the fucking gym is gonna be dead. You know, especially in a college town, but I'm sure there will be some real ones floating around, still getting their workout in. Everybody's fucking running around in costumes. Fireman girl, whoever those girls are dressed up as. You get the gist, right? Cardio on a consistent basis, as I'd say as close to daily as you can get, combined with, you know, consistent and hard weight training, combined with, I don't want to say a bulked up diet or like a surplus or a deficit, so let's just say combined with a gram per pound of protein per body weight, which is about how much protein you should be eating whether you're bulking or cutting. You know, you fucking add all that up with maybe a splash of funk remixes and shonen jump anime, plus some old Machiavelli, you know, Tom Platz, Kevin Levrone, Dorian Yates motivational edits. You know, you let that simmer for a couple years and boom, you got a fucking beast. So that's all I gotta freaking say, man. I think so far I'm at about 3,800 calories for the day, comprised of a variety of carb sources as well as proteins. It was nice when oh yeah, so I did get a measuring tape. I forgot to bring it, but right now cold. So in the morning before eating anything, they're both 19 inches. So pumped, they've got to be approaching 20. I don't think they're 20 yet. I think they might be 19 and 3/4. Hard to say. 20 inches pumped, that's a pretty badass number. But to have your arms get to 20 inches cold, just walking around, no pump, no nothing, you hit a flex and they're 20 inches around, that is a solid ass fucking milestone. But, you know, I'm sure even once I hit 20, I'll be like, all right, now it's time for 21s. So don't get attached to, you know, numerical goals. Try to make sure you're just hyped up with progress in general. I think that's a better mindset for longevity. I did get a measuring tape. I forgot to bring it, but right now cold. So in the morning before eating anything, they're both 19 inches. Quad skin is just going to keep getting thinner and thinner until, well, ideally I'll be able to see so many veins it'll fucking scare me. That's it, man. Solid leg day under the belt yet again. It's an unfortunate state of affairs that some of you guys can't relate to that. Not my problem. Let's get in the car. Daily stimulation, just a pump like that, it only took me, what, maybe 10, 12 minutes? And like, my calves are seriously pumped. I was going hard, but I'm not like extra fatigued or anything. It's not that hard to add calves in. I think some of you guys just, you just want to, I don't think it's not that you don't want bigger calves, but I think you got to accept the fact that to get them, you got to sit here on the calf raise for a little bit. Let's zip my pants back on and get in the car. I just did one movement for everything. If I went hard, I do think I would get some fucking results. But I also don't think that's the best case scenario. I want to change it up, right? Your body responds to different movements and sets and whatever else pretty well. So I think really what I'm trying to say is, you know, sure, work smart, but really make sure you work hard. I think that's my conclusive statement for this tricep pump. So let's go hit forearms. So this will kind of serve as kind of baseline in a sense, right? Because this is the last day. I mean, I'm gonna go eat a shit ton of food tonight, but this is the last time I'm gonna be like really depleted for a pump check. So let's make sure to take notes so we can see changes over the coming I mean, I say weeks, but honestly, probably even freaking days. So. Ab veins kind of floating around a little bit. That's pretty badass.